What's up, Cards Chat? How are we? Today, though, I wanted to go over some hand review with you and also show you why it's important to review. So I wanted to show a hand. Let me switch over here, show you a hand from my Twitch. This was a $530 buy-in tournament. You can see it's a 20 blind shove effectively, right? And, you know, in this particular juncture, we're 52 of 108, 72 cash, 530 buy-in. And I decide, you know, it's a 20 blind shove. And actually, you can notice a player's out. So it doesn't matter, right? It's 8-handed table. Player's not seated here. So it's 7-handed. And, you know, this is extremely close. I just got to think about what hands is he shoving with. 7-handed. We do cover, and we have 2 blinds out there. So really close spot, right? We have 2.3 invested. It's about 17 more to call. If we lose, we're still okay. And this player actually had been playing very tight. So let's just again, there's exploitative and then there's GTO. Let's take a look at GTO wise what it was. I knew it was very close. I would imagine this was a call, and I think ace jack off definitely would fold. Maybe ace jack suited, ace queen off, probably the borderline. This might be a little too tight of a fold. I think I did elect to fold, but if you click over here, we can go over to range converter. This is a bit of an expensive program, but it gives you an idea of how the hand, how things work. And within 20 blinds, we can go back and we're going to see. So this is 20 blind. You can see each player in the positions where they are, cutoff, hijack, whatnot. So I was under the gun. It was 7-handed. We can adjust for that by moving just one extra fold. And so he's in the hijack, right? We want to get to the hijack. So I'm in raise under the gun. We see a fold, and then the hijack decides to go all in. And if you look at the heat map here for the hand matrix, you can see what percent. This is a fun way to review hands because you actually take real examples, and then you actually not only see the exact hand, but you get to see similar situations, and also on the converse of it, not just the one calling, but what hand should these players from these positions be shoving? And, you know, in tournament poker, there's a lot of 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 blind poker. In this particular spot, we see the hijack. It shows you he should be all in with these hands and calling those hands. So he's got a really tight shoving range off of this spot and with our under the gun min raise. Now we do have more than 20 blinds, but this just gives you a generic 20 blind situation stack. So again, 20 blinds. Here are the hands he's shoving, the ones in red. He would call. GTO wise, again, you have to make adjustments for the player, but you can see his range is very tight, the hands he's shoving. So he does go all in, and then we see the cutoff, fold, button, fold. Okay, and also again, as you're going, you can see what hands are supposed to call. Look how tight you're supposed to be with the under the gun min raise, a shove for 20. These are the hands you would want to call from the small blind, and then when you go to the big blind, we go one more spot over. It does loosen up a little bit, but still super tight. And then once the big blind here folds, we're back to us, and just basically gives you an idea of what we should be calling with. So again, it shows you call 1 out of the 3, about 35%. You're going to call. You're going to fold 2/3. And the blue being fold for the hands you would open. In the first place, the gray just aren't relevant because you wouldn't have opened in the first place. And we do see ace queen off is a call. It does say it's definitely a call. You know, again, this is GTO. So if you think your opponent's playing tight, it also depends a little bit how your stack is, what you think the future game of the table is. But you can see how close it is. Ace jack off says fold 100%. Ace queen suited is a call. Ace jack suited even is basically a 99% of the time fold, and then ace queen off is saying GTO as a call. So just again, the example I want to give here is how you should be approaching your game. You should take hands when you're playing. You should take tricky situations and then go back and plug in hands, whether it's with a friend to talk it over, whether you're able to use something like this, which is range converter. It is fairly expensive, and some of the other sites like Raise Your Edge, you know, there's a ton of other programs, Upswing, different ones where you can actually, they have some matrix hands and you can plug hands in. So there's various ways of reviewing and studying your hand, but the point is you want to take real life hands, you want to go and you want to then review and watch and think about tough spots, because these are spots that come up a lot. You know, ace queen, ace jack suited, pair. So I actually fold. We look at the board with the rabbit cam there, not to be results oriented. I mean, it would have been really bad because like we basically lose to every single hand he's jamming. I mean, let's just say we call, that's the board, 5-5, 4-9 king. We go over here, and again, we can go back and see what hands so big blind, small blind, or we just do faster. Reset the hand. Let's reset it. And again, you saw how tight that range is. So, this is I don't know why it's not resetting there, but yeah, we saw the 20 blind jam. You saw how tight the range is, and again, you don't want to be results oriented as well. You want to just play, make the right decision. The book says it was a call. We made a tight fold, and I think I going back on, I wish I had called, and I knew it was really close, but it was more about a exploitative within that player. You know, that here you can hit reset tree here. So again, min raise, 2 blinds, pretty standard with the ace queen. Said that was one of the ones we should. You see the fold, and then the hijack, the hands he's supposed to go all in, right? So you can see what range he's shoving. And this is something, again, you want to be practicing, you want to look at, you want to know your ranges. And one of the ways I think players can get a lot better is by doing some studying on tricky spots. And again, not just the exact spot you're in, but look at similar situations and notice the hands that are close that you might be surprised you should be shoving or folding. And again, review your hands. Check out some hand matrices and understand situations. It's very important, and you do want to be taking time to review your game and not just play, because I think too much of us just play the majority. We don't do review. So review and know your hand matrix. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and I will have an Ask Me Anything on CardsChat AMA. Jeff Gross, I do get to those comments, and I will be answering your questions, so please feel free to come and do that anytime. Thank you.